and Latin culture. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. And here's a look at some numbers for him.
And for an idea of where his offense is right now, take a look at his true shooting percentage decreasing over the last 5 games. He desperately needs to find his stroke tonight.
And now the opening lineup for Mexico City. We've got Smith, and it's Johnson in at the point guard position. And for the Rockets, they've got Johnson. He's out there with Desmond Bain, and it's Shays in at the 4. Well, we're coming right down to the last bit of the season, Grant. What's the messaging like from coaches right now?
Well, BA, for teams that are in the mix, coaches are asking you to keep doing what you've been doing. But a lot of that extra motivation comes from your teammates and in the locker room.
Jones. Back to Johnson. Clock at 4. Some room here for Jones. And it's Shays with a rebound. Here's Stackhouse. Now Johnson. Pass to Olajuwon. Here's Bain. Mexico City with a rebound.
They were out-hustled on the boards the last time these teams met.
Here's Johnson. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Making the flow.
All right, so we got a little bit of a bottom feeder team out here in the West, as you've seen before in the little intros.
And it's out of bounds.
That man, Olajuwon, is kind of struggling a little bit. I mean, we do have Paul Gasol back. You know, Rick Smith is still playing, so we do have a tiny bit of size in the paint, but at the same time, a dude like Olajuwon, that's somebody we're going to have a tiny bit of a problem with. It's the people that can really just post up down there, shoot fadeaways, some type of hook shot or some type of inside, thing. You got a little size to you, you might have an advantage over us, I'm not gonna lie. But Josh Smith does kind of make up for a lot of the athleticism.
Here's Shays. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. Good on the bucket.
Both the forward and the forwards have to face Josh Smith, not only offensively,
now
with
here's
his
Gasol.
athleticism,
Back to
but
Johnson.
defensively,
Pass to Smith.
you know, with his blocks and stuff like
And
that.
it's Shays with a rebound.
And you don't see that
I
every
mean,
day.
you might get
Usually he'll convert when he gets
a
that
lucky,
close to the rim.
possession like how you
stolen
just
by
got
Johnson.
with off Shays right there, but it's always gonna come back around. You know what I mean?
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Can you say immediate entry
So then they got
into the
Dennis
highlight
Johnson.
reel?
I think he might be one of the reasons. Not that he
It's
sucks or
showtime now,
anything.
man.
It's just
They've built up a
not
lead,
necessarily
and they're
consistent
starting
at
to
the
rub
three,
it
so
in.
it makes it easier
And
for me to
Ime
guard.
Udoka
Not
has
gonna lie.
called timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
Wiggles in and out of
I mean,
the
their
lane. It is so
team
impressive. He is such a
roster,
great,
I think,
confident
is
floor leader. For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities.
it's a little bit peppered with both people that don't shoot threes and people that shoot threes.
Rockets trail by 6.
In certain positions, I think that's all right.
Garland scanning the floor.
And if it was more of the modern NBA, as far as like the actual rosters were part of the modern NBA and not just how they're playing, the Rockets will probably have a better record. But get that shit out of here. But it's the simple fact that we have older players, more athletic players. We know our identity. Our identity is transition, fast break buckets, getting to the rim, kicking out, shooting threes, pick and rolls, pick and roll spacing as far as like three-pointers. You could fade into a three. You may not, you don't necessarily trust Josh Smith too much with the threes, but every now and then, especially when there's a hand in his face, it's like it goes in every time. I don't know. I felt like it's not Dennis Johnson. Dennis Johnson has better defense, so I might as well ISO on Murray. Get him out of here. Just like that, switcheroo on him. I don't know what it is, man. I have a lot more fun going against teams that are at the bottom of the conference. Because I'm usually never really at the bottom of the conference. I don't like my teams being there, so, you know, I don't necessarily mess with the settings or nothing like that. I just play a different play style until we do start winning. Oh my god.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing.
Home to host the Miami Heat.
And looking at the Vancouver matchup,
It's just fun when you're somewhat of a winning team and you're going against the team that may not necessarily have the defense. You know, they got Dolph Shades at the 4. He's not finna stop nothing at the rim. So, you know, they don't have necessarily anybody else either to do that. So, I mean, except Olajuwon, but he can't catch up with us on a fast break like that. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just I love the highlights when I'm going against a team like that because I just try shit. I'm not necessarily worried about getting a bucket so we can win the game. I know we're most likely going to win the game, so I just like, I don't know, I just try shit, bro. It's fun to do. Like, it's fun to experiment. There are certain times where I've been ahead. I've been ahead of the actual, like, gaming system. Like, there's a highlight against the Vancouver Blizzard in season 1 where I did like this fake spin after a spin and like the player like reset dribbling because the game couldn't compute what that was.
They're taking high percentage shots and it hasn't been easy for them. It's hard to score inside when the defense is collapsing on you.
Who needs 3-pointers anyway?
Kenny did. So thank you, Ernie.
And this might be a good time to check out the power rankings coming down the stretch.
Well, right now for Mexico City, we've seen a dip in their play. One they can ill afford with a month just left in the regular season.
Yeah, this is when you want to turn up, not phase out. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly
increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's Olajuwon. And that one drops for him. Olajuwon's got 19 points.
Timeout. Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. And
So this is actually the best part of games sometimes when you're up by this much. You know you're most likely going to win if you just keep, you know, your defense going, how it's going. And you're just out there to do stuff. You know, you can shoot a mid-range if you want. Shoot a three-pointer. You can go to the rim if you want. Hell, you could try a fadeaway. You could try a turnaround fadeaway. It's just so many things to where it's like, why not? You know what I mean?
Mexico City with a rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Johnson with a bucket.
Just going on a little scoring run right here. Another thing about this is that I do a super sim when I go on the bench. I have noticed a difference. I have said this in other videos. I think it was in other seasons. But I have noticed the difference between player lock when you do a position and player lock when you do the actual player. When you do the actual player, they give you the minutes of a my player. So, you know, in my player, if you actually play any games, if you're not on the blacktop and rec and theater and all that other good stuff, if you're playing the actual games, then the minutes, like, they'll put you in for a lot more minutes than they should. You know, even if you're in a blowout, like, they'll just rack up your minutes because you don't get injured. But they'll do the same thing if you player lock the person. But if you player lock the position that your person is playing, get them out of here. If you do that to the position, then your minutes will be regular. Like if they need you in the game and it's close and it's the fourth quarter and it's overtime, you're still gonna play the same you would in my player. But you know, at the same time, there's certain parts where you just
Yep, that one goes.
wouldn't. Like, there's certain quarters where you're just not playing, and that's good, you know, because that's realistic. The bench would be in for the most part. But since I'm in this fourth quarter, you know, kind of contradicting what I'm saying, yeah, I just figured, fuck it, why not go crazy?
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And time to present our player of the game.
So like I said, man, 23, 13. Dolce's got 20 and 12. I mean, I knew we were going to struggle with Hakeem, but it is what it is. Almost had a triple-double out here. 9 rebounds, 14 assists, only 2 turnovers. Eddie going crazy. I like it. I like it.